Welcome back to RimWorld. GC here. And yeah, no meeting. Not an awful lot has happened. He says. Well, nothing really to do a fancy, elaborate meeting for, anyway. After some reading, JC, in his spare time, when not doing research, because everybody else is doing all the research for him, and he's a bit bored sometimes, but he still wants to get that researchy type itch. So he's flicking through a book, and there's an old reference to some ancient Earth creature movie thing. Which is a large, scaly beastie with a fin on its back that looked vaguely like our beloved Wodge the Spino Bear. So AC, in a rush of blood to the head, or shits and giggles, decided that maybe we should rename Wodge 2.0 because it just sounds a bit stupid. Everybody else agreed after he explained what this thing he found was. And so he named Wodge 2.0 to Steel Plumbing. Wodgezilla! Yes! JC, as mild reading, has stumbled across Godzilla and thought, you know what? We've got our own. We've got a Wodge, so we've got a Wodgezilla. There you go. Oh, we can also make hybrid implants now. Because I thought, maybe, just maybe, we might be able to get some decent, I don't know, skin for the upgrade. The animal. No. We can upgrade humans with animal skins and stuff like that. We can't. I haven't done the research for that, but it appears in the list, which is a bit strange. But what we can do is potentially, after all this time, finally give Wolfie his tail back. Only better, stronger. So, this is after doing the animal implant research from Genetic Rim. It requires a hybrid implant uranium wire mesh, which is a long list. It's 50 steel, 15 plasteel, 40 uranium, 1 component, 1 advanced component. Yep, we can cover all that, that's fine. And then what it requires is an active mechanoid active components, which is mechanoid genetic material. Turns out I needed it anyway, so I stopped breaking down any mechanoid and started extracting genetic material from them. We now have 3. And a lot of ammo. We've got 2 more centipedes. Yeah, that happened off camera. Much the same. It landed here. I managed to shell them, and they blew themselves up basically. You know, as they tend to do every so often when you're carrying around thermobaric fuel cells. You just accidentally detonate. Still got some of the bits from them, so that was alright. These wild people. They just look, my map is an absolute mess now thanks to them. When is it all going to degrade? in a while. Grrr. Anyway, right, so that's Mozilla now. We're still working towards implant technology. I have installed another mod to test it. It's a patching one that allows human implants to be put into animals and animal implants to be put into humans. The most important of which is the human implants into animals. So I can give them the rhino skin, the wired reflexes, and the coagulator, basically, the enhanced blood. Hopefully that should work. So if I can't give them better skin, I can make it so that they take less damage when they are shot at, and they don't bleed to death quite as quickly. Clutching at straws here, man. Anything to try and make these two last longer than about 10 seconds of submachine gun fire. They just sort of drop pod in and just look at them and they just keel over dead. And nothing can save you from being detonated. Okay? Before anybody says, oh, if you did this to Tiki, you could have saved Tiki. No, Tiki got atomized. Tiki became one with the cosmic atoms. Poof! Still annoyed about that. Watch. Stop going into the fridge. The second freezer. Don't need you in the freezer. That's the genetic store. You don't want to be in there. You came from there. Yeah. I suppose I better turn this on actually so that it can actually, you know. Oh no, an ancient tomb. Oh. Oh, somebody was straight onto it to flick it on. Turned it on. Now I want somebody to start making the. Yep, the uranium wire mesh. Somebody come along with the bit. Yep. Thanks. Oh, bloody fast. Shove it in there. Right. Wolfie. My dear friend Wolfie, we may have a new tale for you. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Wolfie will now have a mechanoid tail. What benefits does this mechanoid tail have? I don't know. Hold on a second. We'll check. Oh, mechanoid tail. Hello. What does it do? Armor. Yep. That was the advantage of a mechanoid tail. He has 0.4 sharp, 0.4 blunt, and 5% extra protection against heat. Was it worth the resources? No. No, it was not. That was not worth the resource cost. Damn it. Should have checked that beforehand, but nah, never mind. Okay, so where's the other tail? The Scyther tail requires, strangely enough, insectoid and reptilian DNA, except it's supposed to be a Scyther tail created by attaching a Scyther blade to an animal's tail. I think that's because Scythers no longer drop blades. They used to. I don't think they do anymore. So they've obviously had to replace it with some random genetic material. If we look at this, what's it do? Oh, 0.15 to 0.15. Apart from the fact that having a Scyther blade on your tail, no, they don't gain an extra attack or anything. You know, the ability to just whip a blade round from behind and just go and just stab someone with it. Nope. It's just extra armor. But at least we can say that Wolfie has his tail back. Or will have his tail back. Hello, medics! Oh. Oh yes. Nadling had an inspiration. It was just made legendary. Because standard issue, if somebody has a creative inspiration, you stick them and you make them make a gun. Because you get legendaries out of it. Or masterworks. Right, Whistler. Because you're carrying one of these. You're only carrying a good one. Where's this legendary then? Legendary. Drop that out of there. Whistler, you're not doing anything. Equip that legendary. Good. Stick it back in there. I should have really unloaded it, but well, I've lost some armor-piercing incendiary ammo. I've lost 30 armor-piercing incendiary ammo. It's not the end of the world. Gonna need some more Prometheum soon. No, you're joking. No. Excuse me a moment. What the do you think you're doing, you mindless cretin? Do you know how much that costs? I'll feed you to Watchzilla, you twit! Sorry, I'm gonna do something that, normally I wouldn't, but, yeah, no. Oh, would you look at that? Another one just appeared. Say nothing. Somebody with a medical skill of 13 should not botch it. Is he still the only person with the highest is he still the highest medical? 13, 9, 11, 5. Yeah? Still the highest medical and he's still fudged it up. What did he chop? What did he do? He cut the body. Just have to install a tail where there was one. How hard is it? You cretin! Right, we're going to do this again. Tail. See. Don't screw this up this time. If you screw this up, I'm going to be really mad. Good job. Well done. He's got the tail. Apart from the fact he now needs to recover from losing half the hit points in his body because you've fudged up in a minor way. Apparently that was a minor screw up. Right, sometimes you just need to yell at your colonists because they're a bunch of screw-ups. You won't be able to tell until the anaesthetic's worn off and he's fully recovered what's going on. But I mean, you're fudged up on your bonded animal. The only gratifying thing is that the animal doesn't really know. Well, if you're exhausted, go to sleep. But you're having a panic attack in your room. instead of going to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Minor break risk. Go to sleep. This is why people had to make a mod that allows you to force people to go to sleep, because they're moronic sometimes. It's just... sometimes it makes you want to punch the living snot out of them. I still need more plasteel. I still want to try and invite a group of people to come here that have actually got some decent skills on them. Another thing I should note is that we now have irrigation, because we got dangerously low on vegetables. As a side note, we're also going to get slightly faster cotton production, and this one I have found out that we will need to put psychoid in there. Oh. Chem fuel, corgis. Oh, meat's back on the menu. Chem fuel, yeah. Only grows in extremely fertile soil. Despite the risks of a large chain explosion, these plants are frequently farmed by desperate ranchers and imperial agro companies. Ah, psychoid. Bloop. There we go. I'll turn that on later. The reason I realised this is because we did all the research for the beneficial medical thingies, the beneficial combat medicines. Combat medicines, yeah. Go juice requires, 2 Nutrimine and 1 Yayo. Right. Yayo is just Yayo, so I need to make Yayo to make the Go juice. But I'll be using Yayo anyway, just in case they are on a mood break or something. And Wake Up requires, you guessed it, Nutramine. We have no way of producing Nutramine other than spider snakes. We have a way of making Nutramine from spider snakes. I have no idea what these things look like. I have never used them before. We'll deal with the corgis in a minute. Which one is it? Standard? Advanced Gene Pod. There we go. SNSP. Do I not have a spider snake then? I've done all the research. Of course. My bad. That would be insectoid reptilian? Insectoid bear. Trombo. Reptilian bear. Reptilian insectoid. We'll give it a go. Do we have that in stock? Got 2 insectoid, 1 reptilian. We can make 1. Well, here goes nothing. I'm gonna need pulp from wood and an empty incubator. No, we don't have enough wood. We never have enough wood because we're turning the wood into ruddy chem fuel so that I can then... Yeah. You know what I'm going to have to do now, don't you? Now that I've spotted it, I can't unspot it. Right down here. 6x6, we're going to have to grow some chem root. Oh, growing skill of 10. Well, it didn't complain, so yes, I can make chem root. That's the chem root. Why is it so far away from everything else? Because if it sets itself on fire and detonates, it's not going to take down the rest of the damn crops. It's also on fertile soil. So is this an advantage? So that should help with our chem fuel problem. Let's just suspend that as well. I would turn on the use veg, but we need to build up the stockpile a little bit more than what we currently have at the moment. Our mishmash of eggplants, onions, corn, peas and tomatoes. Ah, something I need to do just there. Yeah, I had to use the tilled soil from Plants Expanded. Vanilla Plants Expanded, I had to use that to... Well, I decided I wanted to make the most out of the zone, and there's a little chunk here and here. So I thought, well, might as well. Oh dear. Oh, I ejaculate Corky, oh dear. Oh dear. Where's the corgis? Well, the corgis got... Oh god. They took so long to come in. What is your problem? What's wrong with you? Food poisoning. Well, you can munch down on the corgi. The other corgis, well, one corgi got intercepted. Yep. But the rest got through. So, you know what that means, don't you? We pause this. Animals? You can go to the animal safe zone. That's it. Run along to the animal safe zone. All nice and yeah, and we're just gonna administer to you. Yeah, let's not look too much at them. If it was cats, I'd have more of a problem, but it's only dogs, so ignore the weird noises. Yep, no, ignore them. There. Yep. Job done. Oh! Problem solved. Right, yes, so, oh, there you go. They can till it underneath. Some plants get destroyed by tilling, I think it's onions and a couple of others. Ambrosia sprout. It's outside my base, don't care. Yeah, they get destroyed if you till over the top of them. I think it's most of the ones that grow in the ground, like, oh, onions, potatoes. Kind of the ones that don't particularly like being tilled after the fact. You know, funnily enough. But yeah, so that works. I put down the till soil. What the till soil does is it makes it the equivalent of rich soil, but only for one harvest. When I harvest it, it goes back to being normal soil, which means you then have to till it again. I then added over the top of that the Dubs Bad Hygiene fertilizer, so it's tilled and fertilized, and then irrigated. There you go. The area gets dark. Now it's fully done. It is now at fertility of 277%. compared against the standard fertility of rich soil, which is 114. Yeah, 140. Let's read that correctly. 140 when it's got the fertilizer on it is 152, I think, and then once it's been sprayed by the irrigation, it's 252. The thing with that is that fertility drops throughout the day until it gets resprayed in the very morning. When they first wake up and they start to grow again, that's when it's time to go off. You've got 2 of them, and they each use 1,000 units of water. So 2,000 units of water. Hence why I had to slap in another electric pump. So we are now pumping 3,000 units of water every day. So I have 1,000 units of water per day to deal with toilets, sinks, showers, stuff like that. I could go for smart toilets, which use less water, which would be a valid thing. I could also go for power showers, which would no longer mean I don't need to use a fucking hot water tank. Not that the electric boiler's in any rush. Oh, we're actually over by 100, so getting rid of the hot water tank would be an advantage, but we're still neck deep in advanced research. I don't think a smart toilet is really that much of a high priority. Oh yes, the option is we could research a smart toilet, or you could bleed to death. Or you suffer so much damage that you completely lose an arm. I think I know which one I would choose. And it's not the smart toilet. You never know how smart it really is. It could start recommending things to you. Yeesh. Talking toilet. I think they only exist in Japan at the moment, but you know, never know. Maybe they'll come to a RimWorld near you. Talking toilets. Oh, we made all our bonsai pots. Normal? Nah. Yeah, by the way, make some more. Yeah, I know it's using up wood. I am distinctly aware of that. Actually, let's change that to only 2. Okay. There's only 2 rooms left. The prisoner doesn't get a bonsai plant. Sorry, but no. Right, well. We are still producing biosolids. Are we using up our biosolids? Oh, yeah, we are. Right. That means I'm going to have to turn that off. There's only one way of making biosolids, and that's from this stuff. It'll be emptied out soon anyway. So that can then be processed, and I'm not processing the excess of... My god, they've gone through 14 cider already. Alright, fair enough. Rumbo hunt? Yeah. No thanks. It's all the same. That's the empty incubator. Of course it's the empty incubator, because I haven't turned on the gene pop. Excuse me, sorry, it's been one of those days. I would try and do an episode where I wasn't talking and just running it at fast speed for the entire episode and just talking crap all the time. But we've gotten to that stage where I could spend like a couple of days between episodes and not an awful lot would happen. We are getting towards the conclusion, so I guess I'm going to have to spend more time and just update you on larger things that have gone by. Because I did spend a few hours since the last episode just playing it on high speed. I'm always worried I don't want us to do too much without the camera, but then I don't have the recording time to do a lot. Just, you know, do a little chunk and then pause it for a while, then do another little chunk. It's just, yeah. It's a bit weird. Unfortunately, you tend to get large chunks of 45 minutes of active episode without any gaps in, because I don't have the recording time to just spend an entire day recording one episode of RimWorld. I have to try and get 2 episodes recorded in one day, then I have to render them and upload them all in the day, because I don't have that many spare days to do all the rest of the recordings, all the rest of the uploading on top of work. Just so you know why it might be a little bit, let's put it bluntly, boring. I'm a little bit boring just watching the colony do absolutely sod all. Oh, look. We got enough plasteel. Oh my god, the stuff glows. Now, if that doesn't look like something out of Nightmare Fuel, I don't know what does look like Nightmare Fuel. Glowing tendrils poking out the ground. Looks like something from a Doctor Who episode. Next you see gnashy teeth and you know you're in the deep shit. Oh no, there is a pea plant underneath that irrigation sprinkler. That's good. A loot trader. Blue Steel Clan. Alright. Maybe you savages would like our guns. You come with bulldogs. Did you just savage? Oh my god, they just one-shotted that jaguar. Free meat. Free meal. Talkie person trader, thank you. Come along now. Let's select you. Let's not miss this opportunity to sell them to the person riding an elephant or the other person riding a tiger. Okay, which one of you two is the trade leader? Because we can't find out until you all arrive and they all dismount. Are you going to dismount? Oh no, they're still arriving. They're trade animals. No, right, I have to pick. So, nope. There you go. The trade leader was the person riding the tiger. The confidence of that person. I am riding a tiger. Rah. I'm half tempted to buy that just so I can up JC's medical skill so he doesn't keep screwing things up. Bionic fingers. Do you have any really really nice? Oh, the spider snake has was born 7 hours ago, so we'll find that one. Find out what it needs to eat. Oh yeah, useful abilities. Regularly produces spider snake skin shed skin, which can be processed in the drugs labs into small amounts of neutramine. Right. No, you don't really have the really nice armor. No. So, okay. Let's see. Well, I'm going to take the medical skill because GC needs a kick up the ass. One-shot teleporter. One-use artifact which allows to transport up to 50 kilograms of mass from one place to any other place on the planet. Can't be used to gift or raid other factions. That's shit, isn't it? Mechanoid interface chips. They're useful for making mechanoid hybrids. Plasteel. Thank you. We'll have your plasteel. Advanced components. No. Here, you can have my insect jelly. And my ridiculous number of packaged survival meals, apparently. Well, that'll be useful to keep hold of, I guess. Do you want any ammo? You won't buy my ammo. Why you no want to buy my ridiculous amounts of ammunition? Or ridiculous weapons? Are my ammo and weapons not good enough for you? Fine. Wait, oh, they're paying me anyway. Just from the insect jelly. Well, that's because insect jelly is the most ridiculous thing. The insect jelly has a ridiculous price per unit. Well, this is basically just getting rid of an awful lot of colony wealth. Even though this is more expensive, that costs more. Yep. Thanks. You pull it inside before they maybe get sticky fingers and decide to pick it back up again. In which case I would murder them all. Thank you very much. Yeah, you can leave now. No, really. Get lost, you're lagging up my game. I'm such a charming, nice person, aren't I? Now, there was another route I could go for Kempiel. I could have gotten more boomalopes, though I don't really need more FSX because I'm not actively using it at the moment and all of that. Okay. There is a Paragon boomalope which only produces Kempiel because obviously the Combat Extended didn't patch the Paragon boomalope, so I could have gone Paragon boomalope instead. We'll give this slot a try. I did not check how long. 25 days. Yeah, 25 days. I might have been better off going for the Paragon boomalope. The only advantage is you don't have to feed the plants. You just stick them in the ground and then there you go. Now then, one thing before we finish off. I have... What? Every time I see that name, I'm gonna do that. It's like, oh, Godzilla. Chew your face off. His spines don't glow and he doesn't shoot radioactive breath, but can't have everything. I see. It's just tilt your head sideways while you're watching this. It's fine. We've got Snake with Slight. I don't see where the insect comes into that. I just see a snake with a frill. Obviously the snake part is the reptilian genes. I have no clue where the insect part. Release a poisonous cloud. Oh god. We see release an insect cloud. There you go. See what I was talking about a while ago about the insect's special ability? Yeah. Cause the creature to release insect clouds around it, damaging every pawn that isn't an insect hybrid. So literally you can just throw a wave of insect hybrids at your enemy and then tell them all to release their insect cloud. Carnage. Release a poisonous cloud. Create a cloud of poison at the target's location. It spits at it. Which is intriguing. Okay, well, have a look at this. Lizard skin. Okay. It's only intermediately trainable, so it can't actually do anything useful. Apart from the fact it apparently can carry stuff, but obviously it's not a pack animal, it's a snake. Life expectancy of 20 years. Pretty good. Eats next to nothing, but it is only a child, so you'll have to wait until it's fully grown to get the full amount that it eats. What does it eat? It'll eat our meals. Fair enough. Minimal handling skill is 7. Well, we can cover that, that's fine. It has natural armour. It's not going to save it. Interesting. Spider snake egg. Eggs every 1 to 3 every 14 days. Obviously it's females only. They don't have to be fertilised. Eggs take 10 days to incubate. And it's 18 days till it's fully mature. In which case it will start making shed for us. We got a male one. If we got a female one, we'd get a small amount of nutrition every 14 days. Oh well. Shit happens. I mean, this is one of the ones I wouldn't mind making another one of and just letting them breed. Because we need the shed. What it doesn't say is how much it produces and how often it sheds. Never mind, we'll see that when it gets to full maturity. But I might need to have a little colony of these running around the place just so we can have a supply of Nutramine. Oh, we got a bonsai. Now, normal. I'm going to keep doing that until they actually produce good or better. Wodge, how you doing? Wodgezilla! 48. 10 more... No. 10. 9 more days? 9 more days until he's fully matured. He's like... He'll be a big Spino bear and his head will probably poke out the other side of the fucking wall. There's Wolfie. Wolfie, yeah, has his tail implant. Look at that. Yeah. Does it do anything though? Unfortunately, it doesn't tell me which parts it attacks with. It's just... paws, I guess. Oh, look at that! Apparel, armor, sharp, 10.4. Dun dun dun, that 0.4 armor. Yeah. Yep. At least he's got his tail back. despite JC screwing it up. Well, I guess on that note, we will depart for a little while, and I will pass time again, hopefully. I say that, what'll happen is I'll come back after lunch, and I'll start playing again to pass time, and then something big will happen. Because, you know, that's this game. This game really does hate me at times. But, we will leave the colony in its foggy rain, which makes it look like an absolute eyesore. On that note, thank you for watching. And until next time, this is JC, out.